probably heard the Serenity Prayer before, maybe a dozen times. But today, we're going to look at it a little differently. We're going to see how these simple words can become an incredibly powerful mental framework, a real tool for when things feel completely overwhelming. We all know that feeling, right? When the rug just gets pulled out from under you. But what happens when that feeling isn't just for a day? What if it's caused by something that's not going away, like a life-altering diagnosis? That's the challenge we're going to dig into. For anyone who has ever received that kind of serious news, that first feeling, the one that hits you like a tidal wave, is almost always a profound sense of powerlessness. I mean, one minute you're making plans, you're thinking about next year, the next decade, and then suddenly it all just seems to evaporate. Now, this feeling isn't an overreaction, not at all. It's a completely human response to having your entire reality shaken. And that's the core problem we need a new way to think about. So, in the middle of a storm like that, where do you find an anchor? Well, there's a tool that offers just that, steadiness. And honestly, it doesn't matter what your spiritual beliefs are, it's the Serenity Prayer. And we're going to approach it today not as a religious text, but as a really practical guide for your mind. Let's just pause on that first line for a second. Think about what it's asking. It's not asking for the problem to go away. It's asking for a specific state of mind, serenity, right in the face of facts that are unchangeable. That is such a radical shift in perspective, moving from fighting reality to finding some peace within it. And this gets us to the real engine of this whole idea. The prayer's true power comes from a critical mental job it pushes you to do, to separate what is in your power from what is not. This right here, this is the great separation. Imagine drawing a line down a piece of paper. On one side, you put everything you absolutely cannot change. On the other, everything you can. Just the simple act of creating these two mental columns is the very first step toward getting back your sense of agency. Now, let's zoom in on this list, because this is where your power is. This is your turf. You can't control the diagnosis. Nope, but you absolutely can control your attitude when you wake up. You can be the CEO of your treatment, researching and making choices. You decide how you fill your days with meaning and who gets to be in your corner. This is your active territory. And then you have this list. This is the stuff we exhaust ourselves fighting against, isn't it? But accepting that you can't control the illness itself, that's not giving up. It's a strategic decision. It's choosing to stop wasting your precious energy on a battle you can't win so you can redirect it to the ones you can. And this brings us to the final and, maybe the most important part of this whole framework, the active search for wisdom. Wisdom, in this sense, isn't some abstract idea. It's a verb. It's an action. It's the daily, sometimes even hourly, practice of knowing the difference, of consciously choosing to put your attention and your energy on that first column, the things you can actually control. So this really transforms the prayer into a simple, repeatable process you can use anytime. Step 1, acknowledge what's happening without blinking. Step 2, do that great separation we just talked about. Step 3, pour your focus into the can control column. And step 4, actively practice letting go of the rest. It's like a cognitive workout for building up your resilience. So what's the end game here? What's the goal of all this mental work? It's not about pretending the problem isn't there. It's about getting to something much, much more powerful. And this is the key takeaway. Using this framework isn't about denial or some kind of fake positivity. It's about finding steadiness. It's about planting your feet firmly on the ground of reality, accepting it for what it is, and then from that stable place, actively building the best possible life you can within those new boundaries. As we finish up, just remember this isn't only for a major diagnosis. This applies to any challenge, big or small, that makes you feel overwhelmed. So think about it for a second. In your own life right now, what belongs in the column of things you cannot change? And where can you better focus your energy on the things that you can? That wisdom to know the difference, it's a tool that's always there for you.